How can I say that my experience has been difficult? It has changed my life and how I view the world, but for me I can manage it. I can afford to pay more for the gluten-free foods than others might not have been able to. I didn't rely on food banks. I don't live in a food desert. I could pack my lunches to be sure I was safe. I was privileged to be able to go to the hospital and get the procedure done that I needed right away. I have a mother. I have a father, both of whom had time to research and read and teach me about my condition. I could be open about myself because I am white and cis and feminine. But also because of that, I am viewed as needy and attention-seeking and high maintenance, when really I'm just trying to survive. I want to socialize like everyone else. I want to grab a beer with friends or catch up over dinner, and I always cause a disruption because I was taught, don't go to a restaurant if it doesn't serve gluten-free. Don't speak up about what you need, about what makes you different. Don't make a fuss. You're a woman, and there are certain ways for you to act. Cross your legs. Never act as though you're uncomfortable. Always smile. Be polite. Draw attention away from yourself and your differences, because those shouldn't be you. Or at least that's what I was always told. And that's what my friends were told. And that's probably what you were told. And who are you to judge me and define me, when really all I'm trying to do is take care of myself because I am different. I am other. I am me. And if that is too difficult for you to understand, for you, my friends, my teachers, my colleagues, my future clients, my family, then what privilege do you have of knowing me? You who don't realize how lucky you are. Share in my excitement when I find something new and special that has never been made before. Cheerios are gluten-free now. I actually cried when that happened. And I no longer have to make flour blends myself, because they sell gluten-free Bisquick now. And these things are important to me, and they're important to people like me, and so they should be important to you. They are my differences, but I need to embrace my differences and speak up. I need you to hear me and to choose to listen. Not because it is easy or interesting, but because it is right and because you want to understand. Step into my shoes for a second and tell me. Tell me how you feel. You are me. You are yourself. You are someone else. And all of us have intersecting identities, more than those of race and gender and class and sexuality. We are siblings and athletes and coffee drinkers. We are our health. We are our ability. And we are these things. But we only show people what they want to see and not who we are. Even now, I embody that. Perhaps not in the same way the author intended, but it's something that resonates with me. So many of my differences, our differences, you can't see. You would not be able to tell from a glance that I have an autoimmune disease, or that I have depression, or that I suffer from anxiety, or that any one of us, all of us, have identities that you can't see, and that you won't know unless I tell you. And why would I want to? I have been isolated and ostracized and criticized for something that I can't control. And not only can't control, but can't live, can't survive without catering to. Why would I want to tell you? You who has already labeled me as an attention seeker and has tried to stop me from eating. You who has made me sick because you weren't careful and you didn't care. You who watched me cry and throw up and sat on the bathroom floor with me and told me there were many reasons that I could be sick. I was sick because you made me that way. And just because of who I was to you, I was no one to you. I was less than no one to you because you didn't see me. And the next year you looked me in the eye, held your power over me, and did it all over again. And the power you held over me was something that I will never have over you. Because you were the adult. You were the teacher. You made the rules, and I couldn't fight back. You, who were supposed to protect me, tossed me aside and treated me as if I were less than every other student. Students who were also different, but they fit your image of how a student should be. Who are you to choose what difference is acceptable? You chose it because you thought you were right, and everybody agreed. And you were taught that. You were taught your whole life who was good and who was bad, and saw how your parents, grandparents, guardians, friends treated others with this particular difference, or that particular difference. And society showed you that it was okay to treat me different than everyone else. Und es ist unglaublich zu mir. Unglaublich, dass sie meine Bedingungen nicht ernst genommen hat. Und warum? Weil es nicht etwas, das in ihrem Land wichtig war. Scheiße. Sie ist da weiß ich. Und sie möchten das nicht sehen. Glutenfrei. Sie ist zu teuer. Sie ist nicht gesundlich. Warum würde man glutenfrei essen, wenn sie etwas anderes essen könnte? Und mir war krank durch die ganze Reise. Ich war da zu lernen. Und ja, ich habe etwas gelernt. Ich hatte gelernt, dass ich nicht genug für ihr war. Und die Gesellschaft stimmt mit ihnen. Society agrees with you. It doesn't take my side. It just digs my hole deeper and deeper. It pushes you to treat me bad and divest me of resources. But I don't blame society for how you treated me. You made the choice to listen to society and bring your misguided beliefs onto a child, a person who could not defend themselves. It was a malicious attack on me, without learning who I am and what identities affect me. I will not be you. I will not lord the power of my privilege knowingly over anyone, because to do that is to become the oppressor that I watched you become. I should say, though, that I will not understand everyone's experience, because we have all experienced life in a different lens. We're all different. We're all other. But I will do my best to learn and to listen and to be that teacher that wasn't there for me.